I particularly wanted to get involved tonight is a lot of people don't think that Obama has been the fierce advocate of the LGBT community that he promised he would be. The record shows that not only has he been a fierce advocate, he has done more in less than 2 years for the LGBT community than all of the presidents combined throughout the history of the United States. Easily. What I was going to talk about today, don't ask, don't tell, we got past, that's a great thing, but I want to talk about something that we can all identify with, which is healthcare and health-related things. One of the most important things that's happened in the last 50 years in this country is the passage of the Health Care Reform Act. The Affordable Care Act of 2010 actually got rid of one of the most onerous provisions in insurance, the pre-existing condition. Everybody here knows someone who has a pre-existing condition. A lot of times being a woman is a pre-existing condition. Being black is a pre-existing condition, just based on all of the stuff that we get as a pre-existing condition. So, HIV is a pre-existing condition. What getting rid of that meant was that people with HIV who've been living on the government payroll because they could not afford to go get a job, to get insurance, no one would cover them because of the pre-existing condition. Now those people can re-enter the workforce, which saves the government money in the long run. Not only that, it's the right thing to do. One of the things that was going on from the time of Reagan, I don't know, maybe right after Reagan, there was a ban on anyone entering the United States who was HIV positive. Obama lifted that ban. Also, and this is, I'm glad Katie's here, because Katie, besides being gorgeous, Katie is a devout Christian woman. And Katie, I'm going to ask you this. What do you think about a couple who are in a partnership for, say, 20, 30 years, one of them's in the hospital dying, and that partner can't go in and visit them? That wouldn't sit well with you as a Christian, would it?
Let me just say, for those of you who don't know me,
now, Katie, I didn't give you no time to say speech.
I was in Senator Reid's commercial. I'm the one with the pre-existing condition. I just wanted to qualify that. Okay? And I had a friend in the hospital that I couldn't take care of him because we weren't married. So I experienced that.
So it's the same thing, yeah. Now, what happened a lot, though, is a lot of times people would do a wink and a nudge to two straight people. Gay people, they would be like, you're not getting anywhere in there. Obama got rid of that. That's something that just as a human being sort of thing, everybody should be happy about. So the Department of Health and Human Services has been ordered to guarantee medical decision-making and visitation rights to LGBT couples, which is just the right thing to do. Another thing is that because we now live in an age of non-traditional families, one of the things that was happening is the gay couple who had children, if one of the couple got sick or whatever, or the kids got sick, they couldn't do anything about it. Now, LGBT parents and partners can take leave from work to care for their child, parent, or spouse, a right that's afforded to any other family. We are family. We may not be able to get married in most of the country, but we do have families. They are not traditional families, but we do have families. Let's see. He signed the Ryan White HIV/AIDS Treatment Extension Act, which is something the Republicans would love to get rid of. There's so much the Republicans would love to get rid of, and it usually aims at the lowest on the totem pole. It usually aims at those who are most vulnerable to those cuts being done. Ryan White is an act that actually helps fund people's treatment with HIV, and it's super important. Without it, we don't know what would happen. President Obama made sure that we didn't lose it. Also, on a non-healthcare front, transgender Americans are finally coming into their own. They're getting out there, they're being known. They've been there forever, but they're finally coming out of the shadows, so to speak. Obama had the State Department change a policy so that transgender Americans can get a passport that reflects their true identity. Because imagine, if you show up at an airport, especially after 9/11, and you are Karen, and your passport says Kevin, you can't get on a plane. Now, people can travel as the person that they are. One of the other things, I guess, that I really want to go over with about the president is he is a tireless campaigner for everyone's rights. Women's, children's. One of the things that he started lately is the anti-bullying conference. That went on the other day. The president has, in that alone, given a national spotlight to something that we always took as just for granted. You got bullied on the way to school, you got bullied at lunchtime, you got bullied in the back of the school, you got bullied coming home from school. The president has said, enough. That is not a part of growing up. You should not be tormented every day when you go to work. So the president has made that a point that that is no longer going to happen. Dave, I'm like, I don't pay attention to this kind of stuff. Sorry.
You should have called me, I'd have told you.
Sorry about that, yeah. So this is not going to happen.
I was wondering where I was clicking back and forth.
Yeah, all of a sudden I realized, I go, I bet they're doing something over here. Yeah, that's not me. I'm sorry. So basically, I just want to let you know, those are just a few things. We have some printouts here that I'll make sure everybody gets. The reason that I really want to do this is because so many people say, Obama hasn't done this for the gays, or Obama promised this for them. Obama has done more for the gays. Obama has done more for this country than, as far as I'm concerned, any other president alive or in the past. Obama is a great president. Obama is our first advocate, and it's time to start on the process of re-electing President Obama to allow him to finish the work that he has started. Thank you.